Every time I see one of these pieces, all that goes through my head is see you later.
Oh, Susie.
It's time for us to whānau, today we're visiting one of my good friends in our thrift community, Omua Goods. We're going to check out some of her collection. I'm going to see if I can see anything I can find for myself, but let's go check it out. Morena!
Morena! No mai, come on in.
Good to see you.
You too.
Oh, thanks for letting me come to your whare.
No, thanks for coming.
What cracks me up about most thrifters and op shoppers is when you go to their whare and their whare looks like a op shop.
What are you saying?
I'm no different.
Omua Goods came from a time where I had stopped working for a little bit. Okay. So I was working a very stressful job and realised that I'd kind of lost a bit of a spark. So I kind of reflected back like, oh, what's something I love to do? And that was going to the hokoko and auctions with Nan and Koro. Omua Goods itself started as like a way to earn a little bit of putia, and then it ended up becoming so much more. It became a way to make friends, it became a way to be a part of a community that I didn't think I'd be a part of. It became a way to justify my hoarding. All right.
Okay.
Got a few pieces to go through.
Wicked.
This was made in West Germany.
Okay.
So pre-Berlin Wall
That's
takedown.
Very old, yeah.
Very old, highly rare piece. So it's all velvet, you can touch.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I found this one in Levin at one of the little nanny op shops.
Cool.
Yeah. They're the best ones.
They're such a vibe, eh?
They
Some of
are,
the
they're
nannies.
the best.
Yeah.
The next one is probably a little bit more up your alley. It's this
Oh my
FUBU
days.
Fat Albert.
Hey.
I've got a real love for 90s hip hop era sort of wear.
Yeah.
And I think it's growing up, you know, as a millennial, growing up in that time where, you know, our parents couldn't afford to buy us this stuff.
Yeah.
And now I'm of the age where I can buy all my things. I'm a big WWE fan,
Let's
which
go.
you might not be able to tell about me, but in particular, Eddie Guerrero. Anytime I would hear a Latino Heat song, I'd be up. Another one of my grails.
Talk to me, girl.
Oh, definitely a grail. I didn't think I'd ever be someone that owned an Xtasy.
Yeah, I have on my bucket list, but I haven't thrifted one.
I've never thrifted one, so I've actually had to buy this off another seller. So Xtasy was created in the 80s, I believe, and they're all one-off hand-painted pieces. So it's quite a rare thing to be able to get. It's honestly one of my most prized possessions. Like it just brings so much joy. He moko puna tēnei o te tairāwhiti. Anytime I see anything an uncle would be wearing, I can't help it, I have to pick it up. I can already picture one of my uncles, plain black t-shirt, pants as high as anything, big like Harley Davidson belt buckle with this on, gumboots, ciggy.
Yeah, you pretty much described almost everyone's uncle.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I did, yeah.
Thank you very much for not only your hospitality and your manaaki and bringing me into your whare, but also sharing with all of our whānau some of your favourite finds. And I just want to mihi to Dolly as well.
Yeah.
Aww. All right, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
No worries.
Really appreciate it.
You want a hug too?